Hello YouTube, how's it going? It's Professional here. I wanted to bring you guys another top 5 video that I have been working on for weeks. Yes, I know this video is pretty long, I do apologize for that, but I wanted to cover a lot of the backstory into many of these betrayals, and I had a lot of material to cover, which brings me to my video. I wanted to do a video on the top 5 worst betrayals across the various GTA games. This is my opinion on the worst betrayals. We are going to be judging them based on how devastating the betrayal was, how costly it was for the protagonist, and how much problems it caused for them. Now enough of me talking, let's get started. I had a lot of fun making this video, I hope you guys enjoy it. Starting off at number 5, we have Give Me Liberty, the introduction to Grand Theft Auto 3, where Catalina betrays Claude at the beginning during a bank robbery.
Sorry, babe. I'm an ambitious girl. You're just small time.
After Catalina's betrayal, Claude gets arrested, and while being moved in a prisoner convoy, it gets attacked by the Colombian cartel, who are going to free the Oriental gentleman. Claude and 8-Ball use this opportunity to escape. For the rest of the game, Claude works for various gangs and mafias, working his way up the criminal underworld to get revenge on Catalina. He later has to flee Portland after Maria falsely tells Salvatore they were having an affair. Claude starts working for Asuka, the leader of the Yakuza, and while working for Donald Love later on, he confronts Catalina and Miguel at the construction site. Catalina runs away, but Miguel is captured and left to be interrogated by Asuka. After a few more jobs for her, Claude comes back and finds Asuka and Miguel murdered by Catalina, with Maria being kidnapped. He arrives at the Colombian cartel's mansion with a $500,000 ransom, but of course is betrayed once again by Catalina.
Throw over the cash. You have been a busy boy, but you haven't learned. I'm not to be trusted. Kill the idiot!
After he escapes the mansion, Claude confronts Catalina at the dam, where she boards a helicopter, and Claude here finally has his revenge.
Get this thing airborne!
Number 4, The Portland Chainsaw Masquerade, GTA Liberty City Stories. This betrayal starts in the mission Hot Wheels, in which Vincenzo tells Toni to go pick up his car full of cocaine. Toni refuses to do so, and you can see how Vincenzo desperately tries to get him to pick up the car because he knows it's an ambush. The reason Vincenzo tries to get rid of Toni is because Toni used to be Salvatore's right-hand man many years ago, but he had to flee Liberty City because he killed a made man in a rival family on orders of Salvatore. Throughout the years that Toni was gone, Vincenzo came and took his place. When Toni returns, he has to work his way up again, but Vincenzo is jealous of Toni being in favor with Salvatore. He feels that Toni threatens his position, so he tries to get rid of him. Finally, Toni ends up agreeing to go pick up the car, and when he does, this happens.
Freeze! Don't move, asshole!
After Toni loses the cops and has the car resprayed, he confronts Vincenzo, who denies the whole thing.
Hey, Toni, how's the car?
You son of a bitch, Vinny, you set me up!
Set you up? Set you up? When you came back to the city, you had nothing! Nothing! I set you up all right, you ungrateful bastard! With an apartment and a job, and for that generosity, I expect you to take a few risks now and then. I ain't a charity, pal, okay? And I ain't your sugar daddy. So the police were watching the car. Screw the police! When I tell you to do something, you do it, capiche?
Oh yeah, I understand, Vinny. I understand that as long as I work for you, I get treated like a bitch. Well, look, I was making scores while you were looking up girls' skirts. Have your bitch job back, boss. I quit.
Toni, you're making a big...
What does Toni do in response? He takes Vincenzo's car to the crusher. I have always enjoyed this part so much. Later in the story, Vincenzo calls Toni again and attempts to apologize. He promises Toni that things will be different and that he has changed. He even promises Toni that they're gonna be like brothers. But has Vincenzo really changed?
Hey, it's me, Vincenzo.
Now what the hell do you want? Someone to pick up your laundry or wipe your ass?
Oh, come on, no, don't be like that. Listen, I feel bad about everything. Come on, drop by my place. I got something for you.
Yeah, what's that? A pair of concrete boots? Nice slice of arsenic pie? Forget about it.
No, come on, Tone, I feel bad about what went down. Salvatore heard about it and told me we both need to grow up. This is me, growing up. I'm sorry. Come on.
Vinny, I'm here. Where the hell are you? What is this?
Toni, ¿cómo está? I knew you'd call. Listen, I'm down at the Portland docks. We got a big shipment just come in. Get yourself down here. I'm on board the big freighter.
I don't know, Vinny. I got stuff to do.
Look, I know I've been an asshole to you, Toni, and for that, I'm truly sorry. But from now on, we'll be like partners, okay? Better than partners, brothers. So come on, what do you say? It's what Salvatore wants.
Okay, for Salvatore. But if you pull any of that daddy bullshit, you're a dead man.
When Toni makes his way on the tanker to meet Vincenzo, you immediately feel that something's not right. When Toni makes his way down to the lower level, this happens. I knew something bad was gonna happen the first time I played this.
Yeah! I'm gonna cut you up, little man!
Toni gets trapped in the hull of the ship with waves and waves of mobsters trying to cut him up with chainsaws. After Toni kills all of them, Vincenzo comes out thinking that Toni is dead, and here he shows his true colors.
Is that dumbass Jim dead yet?
Hate to disappoint you, Vinny.
You son of a bitch! Why can't you just die already? You should have never come back, Toni. I worked my fingers to the bone for Salvatore, and you just come wandering back to town and he's all Toni this and Toni that. This is my town, Toni! My town! You ain't taking it away from me! I'm gonna enjoy this.
Number 3 is the Green Saber, GTA San Andreas. In the Green Saber, Sweet is rallying the Grove Street families against the Ballas, their main enemy. After his speech, Carl goes and meets Caesar, who claims he has something really important to show him.
Hey!
Hey, CJ, it's Caesar, man.
I'm kinda busy now, something big going down.
Essie, I gotta see you, Holmes. Tell you something.
Look, if it's about Kendall, don't worry. We cool, alright?
No, Caesar, you gotta come and see something. Something important, eh?
Well, it's gonna have to wait.
This can't wait, Holmes. If I tell you, you won't believe it, Essie, I swear.
Okay, I got about 5, so it better be good. Where you at?
I'm under the freeway, north side of Verdant Plus.
Once Carl arrives, he sees Ryder and Big Smoke working with the Ballas and with Crash, an extremely corrupt police unit that has blackmailed Carl several times and threatened him to do their dirty work. Many people who did not watch the introduction to San Andreas do not understand the significance of the Green Saber. The Green Saber was used by the Ballas to infiltrate Grove Street before Carl came back to Los Santos. Their main target was Sweet, but they instead killed Beverly Johnson, Sweet, Carl, and Kendall's mother.
CJ, it's your brother.
Okay, what you want?
I think you better come home. It's about Mama. She's dead, bro.
Many people argue to this day whether Big Smoke betrayed Grove Street from the beginning, or if he did it right before the Green Saber mission. I believe he betrayed them from the start, even before CJ's arrival. If you watch the introduction, Big Smoke tries to convince Sweet to start selling crack cocaine on the streets because they are in decline, and the Ballas are actively dealing it and getting richer and stronger. Sweet was extremely against crack dealing, and so they tried to get rid of him.
We are standing by our principles, homie.
But our principles are making us bitches, man. Everyday ballers get stronger, and you and I get weaker. You and I get poorer, man.
Man, that shit'll blow over.
Oh,
it always does.
Man, whoever heard of a gangster rapper?
In the introduction scene, it is not clear exactly what Ryder and Big Smoke are talking about, but it seems like here Big Smoke convinces Ryder to defect as well. Big Smoke and Ryder joined the Ballas and formed an alliance with the Vagos and the Russian Mafia to flood Los Santos with drugs. They also formed a partnership with the local syndicate in San Fierro where they would exchange drugs and money between the cities. This whole betrayal was rooted in money. Big Smoke wanted power and money, and he had no problem betraying his childhood friends and even trying to kill them. Ryder was just the same.
Wise man, you don't want to put it in the brain, but if you can make it work and make some Benjamins while you at it, then that's cool.
It's gonna take more than a bullet in the head to stop me.
I don't doubt that, homie.
After CJ witnesses Big Smoke and Ryder's betrayal, he rushes over to Sweet, who he believes is walking into a trap. When he gets there, Sweet is already hit and tells Carl to run away, but Carl refuses to run and instead holds off the Ballas' attack.
CJ, where you been?
Caesar called and showed me some shit. It's Smoke, and he in deep for 10 penny and some balls. He sold us out.
It doesn't matter, man. You gotta get out of here. The cops will arrive any second.
Nah, man, I ain't running out on my brother. Yo, ballers, I'm taking you motherfuckers. You hear me? I'm taking you all down, bitches!
Back off.
Hey, you... Huh? Bitch, huh?
We got a 1037 Central, Mulholland intersection. On foot.
Yeah, fool, yeah! Oh!
Afterwards, he is arrested, but Crash prevents this and instead drives him out to the countryside. The reason Crash prevented Carl's arrest was so that they could blackmail him further and force him to do more of their dirty work, including getting rid of witnesses and evidence against them. Sweet is sent to a prison hospital, and Tenpenny, the leader of Crash, threatens Carl and tells him that if he tries to harm them or Big Smoke, Sweet will end up on a Ballas prison block where he most likely will be killed.
He's gonna help us with the fight against crime. Right, Carl?
Yeah, by any means necessary.
Now you stay the fuck away from Smoke and stay the fuck away from us. Otherwise, Sweet's gonna find himself on a baller's block getting in touch with his feminine side.
Number 2 is Russian Revolution in GTA 4. In this betrayal, Dmitri manipulates Niko into killing Faustin. He tells Niko that Faustin has to be eliminated because he had killed Petrovic's son earlier for him. Dmitri claims that he got Niko a deal with Petrovic, where he will be spared if he kills Faustin. This is most likely a lie, or Dmitri just took advantage of the situation to have Faustin killed. Dmitri's actions later prove this. He even claims to Niko on several occasions that he is his friend, and you can see this from this text message. As Niko is about to kill Faustin, he claims that Dmitri betrayed him, and not the other way around.
Dmitri, turn on me! The other way around! I am a man of convictions. I have honor. I believe. None of you will survive in this country without me. This American greed takes everyone. It's betrayed. Betrayed by Dmitri and by you.
After Niko kills him, he contacts Dmitri, who says he has his money, and to meet him at a warehouse in Broker alone. Little Jacob, who does not trust Dmitri, offers to come as Niko's backup.
Dmitri, you got my money?
I have it. Meet me at the warehouse of Maganet in downtown Broker. Come along.
When Niko talks to Dmitri, he starts thanking him for what he did, but then right after that, this happens.
Hey, Niko. Glad you can make it.
Yes. You got the money?
Sure. But I just wanted to say how grateful me and my bosses are for what you did.
Good.
Yes. And I just wanted to check something with you.
Okay.
You are Niko Bellic, correct?
What is this?
And you used to work the coast in the Mediterranean, smuggling people into Italy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But you messed up. And left a lot of bad debt. You left a good friend of mine out of pocket. Big time.
Hello, Niko.
Hello, Mr. Bulgarin.
Where is our money?
I don't know. I didn't rob you.
Really?
We were busted a mile off the coast. I had to swim for my life. I don't know what happened. I nearly drowned.
Huh. My heart is bleeding.
I did my best. I didn't fuck up.
Well, there you are.
Dmitri sold him out to Bulgarin, a man Niko worked for in the past. When he was working on one of Bulgarin's ships, it sank 1 mile off the coast in the Adriatic, and Niko had to swim for his life and was the only survivor, but Bulgarin blamed him for it, and it was one of the reasons he had to flee Europe. In the middle of the shootout, Dmitri and Bulgarin run out of the warehouse like cowards, and then later Niko and Jacob escape. Once Niko escapes and drops off Jacob, he informs Roman of the situation, where they pack up their things and prepare to flee Broker. But before they can, Roman's apartment gets burned down by Dmitri's men. Then Roman and Niko head over to the cab depot and it is also burned down. Dmitri causes massive problems for Niko later on, having Roman kidnapped, attempting to kill Niko and his friend Florian, and threatening him several times. At the end of the game, Niko has the choice to work with Dmitri again, and if he does this, he betrays him once again. The reason Dmitri betrayed Niko is because he is an extremely opportunistic person. He hid this personality and seemed reasonable and friendly to Niko. In reality, he will betray anyone, even his best friend, instantly if he believes that will give him a small advantage. He doesn't just betray Niko, but betrays everyone he comes in contact with. His last name is even an Easter egg. His full name is Dmitri Raskolov. Raskolov. Rascal in his name, which implies he is untrustworthy. He is a terrible human being, and extremely manipulative. He even blames Niko for killing Faustian, calling him unloyal afterwards, despite telling Niko he had to.
Niko Bellic, we did not find your body with the others in the warehouse. Mr. Bulgarin and I were very disappointed.
I was loyal to you, Dmitri. Why did you turn on me?
You think I could survive in a cesspit of a city like this by aligning myself with a bottom feeder like you? You who has so many enemies. You robbed Bulgarin, you killed Mikhail. You know no more of loyalty than I do.
You know why I killed Faustin? It was not my choice.
I will find you, Niko. I have burnt you and your cousin out of Hove Beach. I will smoke you out of any other hiding place you have in this city. See you soon, Niko.
It's my favorite cleaner. I'm proud of you, my boy. You kicked the shit out of those grease balls. I just got one little job for you before we can all celebrate. There's a car around the block from Luigi's club. The inside is covered in brains. We had to help some guy make up his mind, and it proved a little messy. Take it to the crusher before the cops find it.
All right, Jin, Johnny. Since you two were both so vocal in your support of this deal, you two are going to be the ones to hand over the Brown to the slopes.
What? What are you and your boy here going to be doing?
We are going to watch your backs because unlike this fat man here, I just don't trust those little yellow bastards. Good luck.
Hey, they don't need luck. We're looking out for them.
This better be cool, man.
What's going on?
Number 1, keep your friends close. GTA, Vice City. If you guys played the old games, you knew this one was coming. This is the most infamous betrayal in the entire GTA series, in my opinion.
Tommy! Oh, good. Listen. I like fish. I love fish. I love them as pets in bowls, or as food on a plate, but as much as I love them, I don't want to sleep with them, okay? But right now, your Italian brothers are coming from up there to fit me with some cement shoes, and I...
Shut up, Ken! Sit down. Lance, what the hell's going on?
It's your friends up north, Tommy. They ain't too happy you capped their man. They're coming down to see the business today.
They took longer than I thought. Guys, we gotta make this final. We gotta leave no doubt that this is my operation. Mine! Ken, you get the first one to counterfeit cash and put 20 mil in briefcases. Lance, you get the guys together.
Tommy! What? No big hugs for your old buddy?
I've had 15 years out of the loop. I'm a bit rusty on family etiquette.
Oh, he's angry, huh, Tommy? Didn't I say your temper would get you into trouble, huh?
There's 3 mil in the cases.
How many was it, 10? No, 11 men. That's how you get to be called the Howard Butcher.
You sent me to kill one man. One man! They knew I was coming, Sonny.
Tommy, watch your tone. Anyone would think you blame me for that unfortunate set of circumstances.
Just take the money.
Get the damn cash. You know, Tommy, I did what I could for you. I pulled strings, called in favors. I was your friend, Tommy. I hoped you'd see sense, see what's good for business. I trusted you, Tommy, and you disappointed me. But at least someone in your chicken shit organization knows how to do business. Isn't that right, Lance?
Sorry, Tommy. This is Vice City. This is business.
You sold us out.
No, I sold you out, Tommy. I sold you out. The real cash is upstairs in the safe.
This betrayal goes down as the worst one in the entire GTA series for a number of reasons. The main and biggest reason is that this betrayal has Tommy, the protagonist, losing everything he worked for, his entire criminal empire. Every single other betrayal on this list started at the beginning or midway through the game, but here, this is the final mission. No other GTA game's final mission involves a betrayal. Catalina in GTA 3 does not count because she originally betrayed you in the prologue and it was expected that she would do it again. This was not expected. In Vice City, you worked for everything. Taking over Diaz's businesses, buying the Malibu Club, the dockyard, the taxi depot, the printworks, the film studios, the car dealership, and more. Everything you worked for. These two backstabbers are threatening to take it all away. This betrayal goes down as the most costliest in the entire GTA series. Not only this, but this betrayal involves not one, but two of the biggest backstabbers in one scene trying to screw Tommy over. Sonny Forelli betrayed Tommy in 1971 in Liberty City when he sent Tommy to kill one man in a neighborhood known as Harwood, but there were 11 men waiting for him on Sonny's orders. The reason that Sonny betrayed Tommy is because he believed he was getting too powerful and was jealous and scared of him. Tommy kills every hitman after him and was arrested for it. He became known as the Harwood Butcher in the media, which Sonny jokes about here. Tommy got 15 years in prison because Sonny pulled strings, but the only reason Sonny did that is so Tommy wouldn't talk to the feds. In the intro scene to Vice City, you can hear Sonny talking about sending Tommy to Vice City so that he does not appear back in Liberty City and causes shame for them.
Tommy Vassetti? Shit. Didn't think they'd ever let him out.
He kept his head down. Helps people forget.
People will remember soon enough. When they see him walking down the streets of their neighborhoods, it will be bad for business.
Well, what are we gonna do, Sonny?
We treat him like an old friend and keep him busy out of town, okay? We've been talking about expanding down south, right? Vice City is 24-karat gold these days. The Colombians, the Mexicans, hell, even those Cuban refugees are cutting themselves a piece of some nice action.
But it's all drugs, Sonny. None of the families will touch that shit.
Times are changing. The families can't keep their backs turned while our enemies reap the rewards. So, we send someone down to do the dirty work for us and cut ourselves a nice, quiet slice, okay? Who's our contact down there?
Kem Rosenberg, schmuck of a lawyer. How's he gonna hold Vassetti's leash?
We don't need him to. We just set him loose in Vice City. We give him a little cash to get started, okay? Give it a few months. Then we go down. Pay him a little visit, right? See how he's doing.
Lance, on the other hand, is the biggest backstabber ever after Tommy did so much for him. Tommy had many opportunities to get rid of Lance, but chose not to, and offered him a position as his underboss. Instead, Lance did nothing but mess up. First, he attacked Diaz's business, ruining Tommy's planning. Despite this, Tommy went to the junkyard and rescued Lance from being tortured to death.
There goes my careful planning blown to shit. Thanks to you. You screwed up real good, Lance.
He killed my brother. What do you expect me to do, mow his lawns?
We're gonna have to take out that prick Diaz before he takes us out. You okay to use a gun?
Sure, I guess. Nice to see you too.
Let's get out of here.
Not only this, but when Tommy puts him into a leadership role, he does nothing and can't even handle having 1 bar pay protection money. Instead, he sits and does nothing. Then he repeatedly complains to Tommy that he's being mistreated when he put himself in that situation. Tommy even assured Lance that he would never betray him and told him to cool off. He even claimed that anytime he messes up, Lance can yell at him for it. I did not expect Lance to betray me the first time playing this so many years ago, but I did see it coming when I replayed through the game a second time.
Tommy, we gotta talk about stuff.
What's the problem, Lance?
It's you, my friend. I feel you're not giving me a fair slice. And more than that, you've been embarrassing me in front of the boys. I can't have that.
Lance, it ain't like that. You've been making mistakes.
Tommy, I'm not your message boy. I'm not your running boy.
Lance, don't screw up and we won't have any problems. I screw up, you can lay into me anytime.
Tommy, I done everything for you. You treat me like a fool. Don't do that.
Lance, I won't rip you off or stab you in the back, okay? Just take it easy. This is tough enough without you getting all emotional on me. Trust me. Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
I hear you, Tommy, but I can't take this much more.
Lance, don't be like this. Now I'm warning you. Do you hear me? Just relax. Take a few days off, okay? I'll talk to you.
No way, man.
How is this not the worst betrayal? You are going to lose everything you worked for through the entire game and have 2 of the biggest backstabbers in one scene screwing you over. What does Tommy do in response to this betrayal? He says my favorite GTA line of all time right to Sonny's face before he starts World War III.
So Tommy, what was the big plan? You think I just take the fake cash, save face, and run away with my tail between my legs?
No. I just wanted to piss you off before I kill you.
Right after that, Tommy has to defend his safe from Sonny's goons. And what actually happens is if the enemy NPCs actually get into the office, they will actually take money from the safe, as you guys are about to see in a little bit, and the money will actually go down. Your personal savings in this level will actually go down if they get into the room with the safe. But what happens here is Tommy just unloads on all these guys, takes a ton of them out. I'm speeding this clip up to save time. After you waste a number of these guys, Lance appears on the 2nd floor and confronts Tommy.
No one to cover your ass now, eh, Tommy?
You're going down, you backstabbing prick!
Oh, you think so?
The moment you start firing at Lance, he runs away to the rooftop like a coward, and even the game's description says go and kill Lance Vance the backstabber, so even the game considers him a major backstabber. So you follow Lance all the way up here and you confront him on the rooftop.
Come here, you double-crossing piece of shit!
Your history, Tommy! History!
What are you gonna do about
This is the last dance for Lance Vance! I said I had enough of that in school!
You picked the wrong side, Lance.
Right after Tommy kills Lance, he goes back downstairs to confront Sonny, and Sonny confirms his suspicions that he did indeed betray him in 1971, and Sonny even claims that Tommy is his property.
You took 15 years from me, Sonny, and now I'm gonna make you pay!
You still don't get it, do you? I own you, Tommy. Those 15 years were mine to spend. Get him, boys. He never understood a thing. Ooh.
Tommy? Oh my God, Tommy, what happened?
What does it look like?
It looks like you ruined your suit. And Tommy, that was a beautiful suit. Tommy, what on earth happened?
Had a disagreement with a business associate. You know how it is.
I'm sorry that this video is longer than usual, guys. This video took me a few weeks to record. I had to replay all the older GTA games, and I had a lot of material to cover in this video, but I did really enjoy making this video. This video is one of my most favorite videos that I've ever made. I hope that you guys did enjoy it. If you did, drop a like. If you're new to my channel, then subscribe. Any other betrayals that I possibly could have missed, let me know down below. And if you guys want me to make any other top 5 videos like this in regards to the older GTA games, let me know down below as well. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.